What's going on, Basketball Exchange family? K Morgan here. We had two games last night, and we have some pressing matters that cannot wait till next week's podcast to address. So, first and foremost, two games last night, prime video, two great matchups. First game, Dallas, Las Vegas Aces. Incredible game. The Aces got smacked last night, y'all. We got to talk about it. My girl Becky Hammond is frustrated. Took her frustrations out at the presser, calling out the referees, saying they're not getting the foul calls. Becky, I love you. You didn't have a great game plan last night. I don't know what y'all were doing with Asia. I don't know why you were using her the way you were using her. But kudos to the Wings. They made Asia a volume shooter last night. She did have 21, but took her 24 shots to get it. And we got to give credit to Jess Shepard. She's had two triple doubles this year, but last night history was made. She's the first player in the history of the WNBA to have a triple double in this format. She had 20 points, 22 points. I'm sorry, my bad. 22 points, 20 rebounds, 20 rebounds and 10 assists. First player ever in the history of the WNBA to do that. We got to give her flowers. Jessica Shepard has been on a heater. She's been absolutely amazing. She had a shaky start to the season. First game wasn't great. She's more than made up for it. She's been great the last four games, and she came ready to play. She gave the Aces everything that they could handle. Got to give her credit. Listen, Becky, y'all not going to get a whole lot of calls shooting those jump shots. Not going to get a whole lot of calls. So the Wings were the more physical team. Got to give them their credit. Got to give them their flowers. They did a great job. They were at home. They took care of business. They took care of home. AZ was in the starting lineup. Smooth little 22. We knew that. I love Odyssey Sims. But I think at this point, fair to say Odyssey is absolutely a role player. A role player in this league should be coming off the bench. That should be permanent. AZ cannot get better sitting on the bench. Nobody in the history of basketball has ever improved sitting on the bench. She's got to be out there. And she needs to be out there with the starters. So AZ had a great game. Paige did her thing, 20. But the Wings, man, they're starting to turn a corner. This is why I have them picked to make the playoffs this year. I love them bringing Elena Smith and Jess Shepard. Elena, again, struggling. Not sure what's going on with her, but in spite of her struggles, in spite of her not really resembling that defensive player of the year that she was last year, Wings got a big win. Something else I saw with the Aces. I love Jewell Loyd. I love the Gold Mamba. I don't know if Jewell Loyd can play more minutes than Kennedy Carter. I don't know, Becky. I don't know about that. Jackie played a little bit better. We know she's, dealing with some personal issues, but Jackie and Chelsea haven't played well this year. They have not. They don't have it going. Jewell Loyd, to be honest with you, hasn't really just played well this year. So I don't have the Aces win the championship. I'm not out on them. They're a contender, don't get me wrong. It's one game. It's a long season. Got 44 games, right? Not out on the Aces, just some things I see that maybe I didn't anticipate seeing. Y'all been the hunted for a while. This isn't a situation, oh, they're the champs. Everybody's giving them their best. They've been getting everybody's best for a while. This is the Aces. They're getting everybody's best for like the last 5 to 6 years. It's not that. It's not that. These girls got to get it going. The guards got to get it going. Kennedy is a killer. She is 20 off the bench in 18 to 20 minutes. Jewell Loyd has not played as well off the bench so far this year as she did last year. I don't know. I'm not Becky Hammond. She's much smarter than I am when it comes to all things basketball. So I believe that they'll get it figured out. But we had to address last night with her calling out the referees, cussing them out in the presser, which I love. I love. And you got to fight for your team, but y'all got to be more aggressive. Out there shooting all them jump shots. You got to get in that paint. Asia can't be the only one in the paint. Nalissa can't be the only one in the paint. Y'all got some other bigs. You got Bree Turner over there. I don't know what Beck doing. But moving on from that game, did y'all stay up to watch the Valkyries and the Fever? I know they just played Friday. I wasn't as excited to watch it because they just played. I think it's a great matchup, but I wasn't as excited. Man, let me tell you, this might be a real rivalry. Okay. The Valkyries lock you up. They're a very efficient offensive team, but they are really, really good on the defensive side of the ball. Veronica Burton dropped 25 last night. Not only did she drop 25, she had Caitlin Clark in a blender. Caitlin Clark, I think we need to call the bail bondsman in San Francisco to see what we have to pay to get her out. She's in jail, guys. She was locked up all night. The Valkyries crowd boo Caitlin Clark every time she touched the ball. They don't care. Listen, they saw all the chirping in the game Friday when the game was in Indy. Those fans, they watched the game. They seen Caitlin chirping at tip. They seen her out there. They said, okay, you got to come here. We don't care nothing about you being the most popular player in the league, being one of the faces of the W. Cool, that's great. This is San Francisco. This is our house. We sell out home games. We bring the energy. They booed CC. They had her locked up. Gabby did a good job. Good help side defense when she was driving to the basket. Did not shoot well. 3 for 12. She ended up with, I believe, 16 points, but a lot of that was, free throws. Last year was the same thing. She only played against the Valkyries one game last year, and they have a formula. They have a formula because they're so deep. They play 11, 12 players. And they make her go left, which we know is not a strength for CC. They make her drive to the basket more, and they're ready for her. They're long, they're athletic at the guard position. It was a long night. Aaliyah Boston, girl, those elbows, they called them last night. They didn't let AB get away with all them elbows. She will knock you out. AB will knock you out with them elbows. No, she knock you out and look at you and the referee. Every play. You could literally call an offensive foul on AB just about every play. And I watched her since South Carolina. I love AB. She's a great player. But girl, you 6'5", throwing bowls. We need to start calling her ludicrous. She will knock you out cold and then look at you while you on the ground concussed. Talking about they called him on her last night. She wasn't getting that off. Hey, AB, you can post without doing that. You bigger than most people. You're skilled. You don't have to knock people out. Indiana, I don't know if y'all have to play Golden State. If they have to play Golden State in the playoffs, it's going to be interesting. Kelsey was okay, wasn't just great. The highlight for the Fever has to be Raven Johnson. This was the Raven Johnson game. And it seems like most of the rookies have been having these moments in the past couple of days. Like we had the AZ Fudd game a couple days ago, right? Tonight was the Raven Johnson game. She had a game off the bench, and they're going to need her. They're definitely going to need her, especially nights like this when CC struggles with turnovers as well as not really getting her shot going. And I love CC when she doesn't have the three-pointer going. She will drive to the basket, but guess what? It seemed like a lot of that muscle she put on, I don't see it this year. She seems skinnier. She looks like she's back to her college weight. Like her upper body is still, it's not there. She's gonna have to get there. It's gonna have to get there. This is the W, man. The physicality is on another level. And the last thing on that game, CC, you can't skip no pressers. You and Wimby, I don't know what it is. People in their feelings after the game. Heavy is the head. You have to be at the press conference. You have to. Unless you something, injury and they were giving you extra treatment, which that wasn't anything that was reported. Okay. I love you. You have to sit up there. You can't run from those questions and you already know what they're about to ask. I don't like that. I'm big on accountability. It's tough. I've never played at this level. The level I played at, junior high, high school, right? They still want to talk to the best player after the game. You can't run from that. So we asking that of teenagers. You're a professional. You're the face. You're the leader. You got to go to that press conference, boo boo. You got to sit there, answer those questions. It's not a good look. Not a good look. Indiana, they going to be coming for y'all. Every team is not equipped defensively to play Indiana like this. I think Atlanta is, and we see the Valkyries are two teams that I think in the end will be there. But we have to touch on that. Shout out to Caleb Burton. Again, phenomenal game on both ends. Shout out to the Golden State Valkyries crowd. Y'all came with it. I'm all for it. I know a lot of people that are casuals of the game are going to hate the fact that CC was booed. Hey, listen, let me help y'all out. Everybody has their favorite team. Some of us, we're going to rep our squad. We're going to rep our city. There's passionate fans in that Bay Area. They don't live anywhere near Indiana. They could care less about the Fever and any other team. It's good for the game. It's good for the game. And y'all don't have to coddle Caitlin Clark. She's a competitor. She's not bothered by that. She's not bothered by that. So quit feeling like y'all gotta baby her. But that was a good matchup. Again, they just played, so I know a lot of people probably didn't watch that game. And then I'm in Central Standard Time, so it was a late game for us here. But if you didn't watch, please go watch those highlights. Please go watch those highlights. And any team that's playing Indiana coming up, the coaching staff, y'all better be watching that film and breaking it down. Again, Caitlin only played Golden State once last year because she was hurt. And in that one game, they made life hard for her. And they did it again last night. Anyway, if you're not doing so already, please subscribe to our YouTube, The Basketball Exchange, to our Spotify or Apple, whatever platform you prefer to listen to your podcast. iHeart Basketball Exchange is the handle everywhere. Follow us on Twitter, TikTok, as well as Instagram. Everything's the Basketball Exchange. Love y'all. Enjoy your weekend. We got some good games tonight, and we'll be talking to you. Peace.